Reining in the stallion and compass. Dusting in the wind. 1, 2, 3. Pushing the canoe with the current. Comet chases the moon. Heavenly horse flies over waterfall. Lifting the curtain. Cartwheel, left and right. Okay. It's getting long. I think we might be almost halfway done by now. So it just keeps getting longer and longer. All right, let's do it again. There's still not enough room, Nancy. Prepare. Opening. Three rings around the moon. 1, 2, 3. Big Dipper. Swallow skims the water. Lock and sweep. Right. Left. Little Dipper. Swallow returns to nest. Agile cat. Catches a mouse. Phoenix lifts head. Wasp enters the cave. Phoenix opens right wing. Little Dipper. Phoenix opens left wing. Waiting for fish. Poking the grass, seeking the snake. 1, 2, 3. Embracing the moon. Birds lodge in the forest. Black dragon swings tail. Green dragon comes out of the water. Wind blows the lotus. Lion shakes head. 1, 2. Tiger covers head. Wild horse jumps the ravine. Reining in the stallion and compass.
Dusting in the wind.
Dusting in the wind. 2, 3. Pushing the canoe with the current. Comet chases the moon. Wild horse, heavenly horse flies over the waterfall. Lifting the curtain. Left cartwheel. Right cartwheel. Oh. Okay. Anything to review there, Nancy? Okay, Nancy says good. You should see her smile when you guys do a good job. She's very proud. Okay, so let's see. The last thing we did, do it from here, Alan.
I just want to ask a small question. I'm happy with the short answer. On the last two cartwheels, the position of the sword at the end of the posture, is it straight out on the first cartwheel and at an angle on the second?
Yeah, yes, it's level. This one's level, and remember you lean forward a little bit. And the second one is empty stand, and it's like this. It's knee height.
Okay, that was my question. Thank you.
Like this. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, so let me see you do it from here. From Comet Chases the Moon. I'll call it. I'll do it first, I guess, with you. Heavenly Steed Flies Over Waterfall. Then lifting the curtain. Oops. Then left cartwheel. Then right cartwheel. Okay. So let's see, do we have is basically the same movements twice with something in the middle. So do it again. Let's do it from well, same thing, I guess. Do it from here. From here. Then we'll have two of each. Okay. So from here, pushing the canoe with the current.
Cross your arms.
Okay. Comet Chases the Moon. Heavenly Steed Flies Over Waterfall. Lifting the curtain. Left cartwheel. Right cartwheel. Okay. Okay. So let's we'll review what we did last week. Now I think last week, the week before, we got to here, I think, right? So last week was lifting the curtain. Maybe lifting the curtain the time before. Did we do just the cartwheels or did we do lifting the curtain? I think we did lifting the curtain last week. Okay, so lifting the curtain is like this: open and up and step. This seems like this 2 weeks ago. And then circle and stand up. And this is, okay, it's like Little Dipper. It's like Little Dipper mainly, okay, except you stand up all the way and it's level instead of tilted down, right? So it's very similar to Little Dipper. Do it again. Let me see you do it. You have a question?
Was it Big Dipper?
No, Little Dipper we do like this. From here, it's like this. Circle, step, Little Dipper. This difference is you stand up. Okay, that's basically, so it starts a different place, but most of the transition and everything is Little Dipper. Okay, let me see you do it a few times. Is that what we did last week, Nancy? Remember Dee Dee being involved. Seems like that was 2 weeks ago.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, so we're wasting our time then. I'm sorry. Oh.
Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
Okay. Okay, so Alan, I want you to do it like this. So here's the difference. I want you to do it like this: open, but just out to the side, up, and step. Okay. It looks to me from my angle anyway that you open more like this. Okay, so that's too. Did you feel like that? Like you're opening like back. Okay, so here, open here to the side. You want the feeling that it's going around in a circle, in a level, in a vertical plane. All right. So this going back, and you couldn't do that. Okay, that's better. Maybe put focus on, if that's every practicing, put the focus on somebody besides me. So. Okay. Okay. All right, so then after that, if there's no questions, we'll do the left cartwheel. And so from here, the left cartwheel is sit and step. Going forward, hang the sword down on the outside of your left arm. Bring it back and turn it over near your elbow, I say, flip it. And step out for a bow stance. Then this is like Kama Chase the Moon. Okay, basically just a different left hand position. And the stepping is different. It's just like this, yeah. Yeah, left flatter, Kelly. Look at here. Point it back, look, a tip. See, yeah, like that. Okay, so not here. So it goes like this. Wait, am I wrong? Maybe it does dip down. Here, here, and then flip it, and I guess it is down, but it's not too. Yeah, it's close to your shoulder height, your right hand, and then from there, chop. Right, that's good, Miranda. I like to see you correct yourselves. That means you realize what you're doing. Can't hear you, Nancy. Okay, so stop. Now remember when we do this chop, the 1, 2, 3 thing, the chop is like this. Down, and then remember up, the handle down, handle up. The chop has this in it. So even when we do Kama Chases the Moon or left cartwheel, we want to have that. So come down a little bit, up. Okay? So still have some down and up in your handle, in your hand. Okay? That's how we get the energy. That's better, Kelly. No. Yeah. So if you, okay, so if it looks like this, just unfolding, that is not it. All right. And so even if you do it harder, it's still not it. So if you have trouble with this, do it slower. Look, down, forward, mainly forward and down, and then this for the chop. Okay. So it's a smaller kind of chop. Yeah, but so do it slower until you have this feeling, okay, and then you can do it harder. But if to do it harder makes you start doing it wrong, then you can't do it that way, right? So this is where the 1, 2, 3 practice should pay off, or is paying off. All right, good work. How's the focus moving around there, Nancy? How's the focus moving around there? Okay, Miranda, that's pretty good. All right, so yeah, so that's pretty good. So remember then that the energy for this one, for one, is from over your shoulder to down as low as it's going to go, actually. Okay, and then up, and then it's like a 45-degree angle, something like that. But this one, the energy is not up. The energy is forward and a little bit down. Okay, so that's the initial energy that they separate forward and back, or down circle, forward and back, and then a little of the choppy energy in it. Okay, so it has to have a little anyway. And we have to be careful. If you do the energy wrong, then you get this happening. Okay, it wraps around your wrist too often, and then it messes you up, and you have to fiddle with it. Okay, so if you do a little bit, it'll be okay. Okay, but a big circle ends up the tassel follows you too much. And so that's how you know you're doing it wrong. If you always get wrapped around the tassel's flying around too much, you're putting too much of a circle in it. It's mainly forward, see, forward and down. And so kind of diagonally down, and then the chop will make it hop a little bit, and that's enough, okay? Okay, so then let's see the right cartwheel. The right cartwheel is tap step, T-step, and tip up, and then step back and circle back. This is the number 3, tip up, and then step, and then steed over the waterfall. Heavenly steed flies over the waterfall. So just all repeat movements that we know how to do. Nancy, can you do this one? Is it palms up? That's how I tap them.
Yeah.
This one is not palm up. In here, this one is not palm up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it goes like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the end posture of the first cartwheel?
You put the focus on Rita so they can follow if they have to. What do you want?
The end posture
Or what?
of first cartwheel. Show me the end posture. Does it look like this?
He points back, yes.
It doesn't look like this.
Right,
Like this.
yes. There you go. Tip up. Okay. Okay, so stop. All right, so after you get to here, I'll show you again. From here, the next step is this. This is, remember, tip up. Tip up is like this. So 1 is like this, chop, okay? Down, your hand, down, up. Tip up is your hand down, tip up. Look, tip up, that's tip up. All right, so from here, tip up is not this, just tip up. Tip up still, your hand has to go down, okay? And open your hand. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
We end up like this. Tip up is at a diagonal.
Oh. Okay.
That's the first cartwheel. Go to the second cartwheel. Oh, okay, second cartwheel, yeah. I thought you were doing rock.
Okay.
I mean, bird picks up pieces
Okay.
of the earth. Sorry.
That's good, Alan.
Yeah, that looks nice, Kelly. Uh-oh, Rita. She got her thing. Rita needs to open more before she goes.
Oh, okay. All right, so I just talked to Nancy about something, and so maybe we'll look it up, but maybe put Reed in charge of it. But this might be a difference of these two movements. I'm not positive. I do them differently, so I might be wrong one of them. I often think I've been wrong, but I've just been mistaken. All right, so over here, I go forward and turn, and I said palms up, right? And then here. But for this one, here, tip up, half step, step back, circle back, and my palm is down here, my left palm, you can't see it, down. And then when I step up, I just kind of go like this. I don't turn it up. In fact, I don't go like this. So from here, I just go like this a little bit, up, and then like that. So, one of them we start, it's more extended, right? This one's already extended. And so here, I'm rotating it. And this one, it's tip up. And I'm just kind of lifting the handle. So I guess that might be a difference there. Whether you turn your left hand up, there is a difference on the starting position. I guess that makes sense for the sword. But if anybody wants to look that up and get extra credit, get back to us. Anyway, don't worry about that part too much. Maybe that's a part for your individualism to shine through. Or is it individuality? Something like that.
So the second way kind of feels like whenever we open the left side, the left hand swings down with the foot going out. Maybe it's because the foot is in, and then when that whenever we.
Okay. Yes. So. Yeah, that one feels like. Is that what you're talking about? This one. So from here, you're like this, and then you step and open together. That's true for this one. So there's a few times that, because we have the rule that going to the left, your left hand starts early before the right. And going to the right, it follows. Going to the left, it goes first. And so you can cheat and it can start circling when you're stepping because it's not kind of doing anything. It's not like a knee brush where it's more like just making a circle. But there could be some kind of deflecting, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, you could cheat and step together. In the hand form, we like never, well, maybe not never. So that in the Fair Lady Work Shuttles, we step and start circling for Fair Lady Work Shuttles together, right? We step out and separate, and then, okay. But you kind of think that this is like connecting, so it's not really doing anything until it's going up, I think. So then you can do them together because you're not doing anything. You can't put any energy out when you just have one foot on the ground, basically. So here, because circle down doesn't mean anything, kind of, I think. All right, so last week was mainly the repetition week. So that's enough probably on it. You have any questions on that from last time? No? Okay. All right, then we'll go on. So this week is similar to something we've done before too. So from here, let's see. The first thing we're going to do is push down and the tip will come up. We call swallow picks up earth in its beak. Okay, so this is a lot like a phoenix lifts its head, only you do phoenix in its head with the blade flat, and here the blade is standing. Okay, so vertical, I guess. All right, so it's the same kind of thing, pushing down and the tip comes up. Okay, so that's the first part. So from here, that, okay, that's swallow picks up earth in its beak. Just like 45 degrees. Okay, so that's a repeat, basically repeat. Only 45 degrees though, Alan. Just, can you see? Maybe there's too much background here, Nancy. Here, here, from here to here. Just like 45-degree angle. There's too much behind Nancy, we can't see.
Too much behind.
Yeah, we can't see the weapon,
Okay.
the back.
I could see you fine. I was just wrong.
Oh, okay. I can't see myself. I can't see myself doing it in my picture there. All right, that's the first part. The first one we're gonna do, so this one. The second one is like diagonal flying. Is that right? You tell me where I'm wrong, Nancy. This is rock opens wing, right? The rock, okay, I'll do it first. From here, we're gonna circle. So this is like we do Phoenix opens right wing, basically. And we close and step, and here, this corner. So that big. So Phoenix opens wing, we do like this big, like 90 degrees, I think. Right? When you open the wing, when you open your wing for Phoenix, you start over here, but you turn first, basically, right? And so you only like go, you're already facing here. You only go this big. So this one we're gonna do bigger, okay? So bigger, okay? The Phoenix is a mythical bird. The roc is a mythical bigger bird, a larger bird. And I don't know how far it could fly, or in a single flap or something like that, or the reader probably knows all those numbers.
No.
But it's the very largest bird. I think it's the thunderbird. If the Indians have a big bird, I think it's the thunderbird. The Phoenix is the one that comes out of fire or something, or dies and then is reborn in fire or something like that. Okay, so that's the two different mythical birds that we have in the sword form. So this is the very biggest bird. So the Phoenix opens its wing smaller. Okay, the roc like diagonal flying. Like diagonal flying. So this is basically like we do diagonal flying. So from here, circle and step, and then do it and close your foot. Okay, to the corner, back corner. All right, so go ahead. It's just like diagonal flying.
What's the difference in terms of the left hand?
Are
they the same?
Yeah, it's at your hip still.
You mean the open and close? Yes.
Yeah. So the
Sure,
left hand is at your hip
Go
for
back.
both the roc and the Phoenix.
Okay, so here's another difference. So here, over like this. This is the Phoenix opens right wing. You shift back, and when you start to turn, your hands separate. Your left hand circles and opens, and your right arm opens a little bit, and then they close. Okay, and you point your toe inside the corner. Then you turn left. You shift that turn left, like Wild Horse parts its mane. Wild Horse parts its mane and step, and then open. Okay, it's similar to the difference between Wild Horse parts its mane and
Diagonal flying.
Yeah, diagonal flying. They're similar, and they have those differences. So this one, Phoenix opens its right wing. We turn right, we turn left, we turn right. Diagonal flying, you only turn one direction for diagonal flying, and this one. Okay, so for this one, we're like this. We turn right, we step, everything is just turning right. Okay, there's no turning 3 times. There's just one turn to the right. Okay, so it's like the hand form, and those 2 movements in the hand form. Okay, so yeah, on your own, you do it. If you have trouble with diagonal flying, you'll have trouble with this one maybe. The footwork is 180 degrees forward.
I think you mostly explained how it's different from other moves. Can you just walk through the moves step by step once? I'm not quite sure like which way the sword goes at the beginning there.
It goes, can you see?
You can take it down, Michael, if you want.
Just have to have something light. All right, so like this, from here. You you shift and start turning, and you open and let the sword straighten. Okay? And then close in and step. Your arms are closed when you step. And then you swing it out. Okay, that is a lot like diagonal flying. I'll show you diagonal flying we do from the step back plus monkey, right? Then you start circling your arms like this, and you're shifting back and turning, and when you touch the floor, that's when you have arms closed. So that same feeling is like turning a big wheel or going around a big ball. Okay, so just try to do that. The sword straighten out while you're doing it. Like this. It's like this. Let the sword just straighten, okay, to become straight with your forearm. When you, my body's, well, I'm going to point to the straight direction over here. My body's pointing to this corner, okay, this corner. When I go here, I'm turned to the straight now. My arms are open. They start to close, and I step. My body points to this corner. So I've turned my body 90 degrees. Then point almost to this corner over here. Okay, with throwing it out. So from there to there. And the left hand just pushes down. Left hand just pushes down, just like diagonal flying. So I would say right away, start to do it and start to turn your palm up. Turn your right palm up so the sword can straighten. Okay? So here, and turning your palm up. Okay? Like that. Don't keep your palms, don't keep the sword standing. Make the sword flat early. Well, let's look at how to do diagonal flying. Maybe that's an issue. I'll do it this direction. I teach it this way very often for the footwork. Okay. So instead of the arms, it's like this, but I just put my arms out to the side. And right away, I'm on the heel, right? My toe is, my ball of my foot is off the floor, but it's not lifted up very much. You can't see it, I guess. No. It's not like this. It's kind of flat, but it's not flat on the ground. It's off the ground. Like this, I start first what? Turning. Start to turn and lift your toe. So turning, and then smoothly keep turning. Okay, that's the energy of it. How to do it smoothly is you just start turning. You just keep turning, and with the turning, step out. So like this, turn, step. Here, see? When you start turning with 2 feet on the ground, then you can pick your foot up and still turn, see? Pick your foot up and still turn. Pick your foot up, step, and just keep turning. So you have that angular momentum going, and you just keep it going. If you don't start turning and you pick your foot up, then try to start turning. That's very hard. That's hard to do. That's destabilizing. So start turning while you still have your heel on the ground. Pick up your toe first, then your heel, bring it in, and then step out. And you just keep turning the whole time. So just smoothly turning, see? Smoothly turning. And that will help you to point your toe when you step, because your body will be turning into it. When you touch the ground, it will help to open your toe. But if you try to stay still like this, some people do it like this, they want to close their arms and then step, like step backward plus monkey almost. Okay, maybe a little wider or something. Then they have to turn their body to put their foot down, because their body's pointing this direction, should point over here. So if you start turning right away, when you touch the ground, your body will be pointing in the right direction. All right, so that's the trick for diagonal flying, and you do the same thing here. So that makes these two the same, really. Does that help anybody? I don't know.
I'm okay with the footwork, I think. My arms don't feel like they're doing the right thing. So I don't know why I'm struggling with the arms.
All right, so I'll show it with the arms here. It's the same as diagonal flying, basically. From here, you circle closed. This is all we're going to do, like that. Now here, we're starting over here. Right, like this, but you're going to circle closed. Circle closed. That's all, circle closed. So here, to circle it closed, we have the tip up. Watch out. We have the tip up like this. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to relax that and straighten it. So like this. So feel scooping, like use the blade to scoop. Okay, so from here, like make a circle with the tip, like a kind of scooping thing. So try to make a little circle, like, can you see? A little circle just like this. Maybe it's big, you can see it, but it disappears on my screen. A little circle here, just a little scooping type of thing. And see, but it doesn't have to be straight with your arm right away, I guess, but it's straightening and getting in line with your forearm. And at this point, it's lined up with your forearm. And then you swing it all out. Okay? Yeah, these intricate things. Yeah, don't let the tip go to the right. Let your hand go to the right. Look. Look here, if you can see. The hand go to the right. So here, I would say the tip is pointed forward still. From here to here, basically still pointed forward. And now when I close my arms, it's going to point to the corner. Okay, so that's the scooping part. This part, kind of making a cylinder or a kind of a cone shape. Okay, with the tip, go around a cone. But if you do this is not right. To open it like this, okay, out to the side. Keep it kind of pointed forward, and then it's going to go to the left. When it goes down, it's going to go to the left. Okay, so let's, so we need to work on this some more. So let's see if I can do it this direction, if it makes any sense. Here, blow me up for a second, Nancy. I can see
How do I
myself.
blow you up?
Make my picture bigger so I can see myself.
Okay.
I can't see what anybody else sees. All right, so let's see. See, can I see it? All right, so over here, let's try it like this. I'm off a little bit to the side here. I'll go over here. Maybe over here, the sun better. So now it's the right direction. I'm not facing the camera, but you can maybe still see I'm going straight. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to basically translate the sword from my center line to the side. It's getting straighter. See, here to here. Now that's like at the top of a circle, basically a flat circle kind of. Now it's going to go down. It's going to go down and point back. So from here out and then down and pointing to the diagonal. So from here, circle, point to the diagonal and step. Okay. Open, close. Well, let's talk about opening and closing your arms. Maybe this is helpful. Wait, Nancy wants to do something too.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't step on
I gotta
it.
get this. Okay. The difference between what Michael does and I does is just very small. So like when we are at what's that one?
Diagonal
No, we're at here. We're at Wasp Enters the Cave. All right. So if you watch my right arm, when I do Wasp Enters the Cave, I do this. I bend, extend, and go. Okay?
Yeah.
When I do this movement here, like this, I bend and I circle. From here, I take my tip down and I bend my elbow and I circle my arms and I step. Then I do this movement. So from here, up, tip down, bend my elbow, circle, circle step, and then open. So try bending your elbow. You got your sword right there.
There's one thing I like about that is that it's using this red thing. So here you can see the red thing. My red sword. So from here, open.
Yeah.
Close. Look, there is some bending. I think Rita will look into it, but there is some bending, but I think it's not that much. So from here, open, and when you go to close, there's a little bend, and then it opens again. Okay, there is a little bend, but it's not pull it back and then push it forward. It's to make a little circle. So I was going to talk about opening and closing, which you do everywhere. You put it back in there, right? Opening and closing for the hand form, like this. Open, close. 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 All right, so this is what I want you to do. We're not all doing it the same way. This is one arm. The top arm is going to be like this. This arm, either one. It's going to go open. It's going to be like this. The arm is going to come out. The hand's going to come out. Not your elbow open. Your hand. Okay. Then it's going to go from your palms lifted. This is the pushing shape. It's going to go and fall and basically to ward off shape. Okay, hanging down. That's like 2. 3 is scooping up. Imagine this, you're in a big bowl now. The edge of your hand, scoop. Okay, scoop. Scoop. That's how it comes up. Scoop. All right, then it goes the other direction. Here, don't, Alan, yours is like this. Don't let it get close more than 90 degrees. Okay, open it more than 90 degrees. Then down. Now the fingers rise first. That gives you the pushing shape, just coming up. And then curve it in. See how it curves in? My elbow doesn't really move very much. So the opening and closing, our elbow doesn't really move very much. It's your hands, okay, your forearms moving around. So if you bend your elbows too much, then you have this going in, right? And then like this and like this. So it's not this movement. The top movement is like this, swinging in and out. The bottom movement is scooping, okay, and unscooping, I guess. Scooping, unscoop, okay? So then that gives you this shape, this. Okay? Because we want to keep usually our body shape. And our body shape is our chest a little concave because our shoulders are a little bit forward. A little. They're pulling our back. They're making the shoulders connected across your back. Or your back all connected, okay? And the elbows are pulling your shoulders. The elbows are forward a little bit. So here, see? If I went like this all the time, I would lose it. This would lose that. Then I couldn't get it back. Then I'd lose it and get it back. All the time. See how you can swing your arm in front of you this way and keep your back like a turtle, okay? Keep the turtle back. Okay, so that's how we want to do opening and closing. And when we do, in the hand form, we do opening and closing that way basically everywhere. And in the weapon, the sword anyway, I don't know if we do the saber. In the sword, we do the opening and closing for this one, the ones where we swing it out this way. We do it that same way. Okay, so this, it's that same thing. So from here, it feels like open, close. And you have the scooping, that's what gets your palm up. And then, then open again. Okay. So we'll have to find a video of Master Yang doing it and send it to everyone so that they can watch it. But okay, well, I thought that was going to be easier than it turned out to be. Sorry. I thought we were going to skip over this one actually. Well, let's see if we can go to the next one, because the next one is again very similar to something else. All right, so I'll show you first. We'll decide whether we go on or not. Nancy's thinking, I don't know. Here we go. So once you're like this, I'll show it to you. You turn a little to the right and you bring the sword back. This is kind of like tiger covers his head. You know, what are you like? You're like this, right? You go like this, and then you go like this, and you stand up, right? Tiger covers his head. Bring it back and tip up a little bit. Open your hand and tip up. All right, so it starts like this. Turn to the right, bring it back. Then you pick up your left foot, can you see? And you step. Do it again. Turn right, bring in your foot, step to the straight direction, and then, kind of like Wasp enters the cave, spin around, to the straight direction, to this direction. So we were this direction to start with. Then we went over here to this back corner. Then we're going to come back to this same original direction. We're going to open our left arm. We're going to spin around and be in this position. Then we're going to reach for the sword and pull it down. Okay, so that's scooping the moon from the sea bottom. So it's the same as embracing the moon. It ends like embracing the moon with a little spin to the left in it. Does that look easy or hard? Maybe it's too hard for 10 minutes. I'll show it to you again, and you can see how easy it looks. So from here, turn to the right, step, spin around, and then you're touching with your heel, on your right heel, on the right heel. And then you go forward and step back and bring it in. Okay, just like embracing the moon. So
Where's your end position? Are you at 3 o'clock?
it was the same position as this, whatever direction this was. It's the same direction of the right cartwheel. Only you're like, well, the direction is this direction. My body is turned more to the left, right? But that's still like my direction over here. Is that your question?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out whether you were 3 o'clock.
I don't know if I've turned myself around or not, but I think that the normal direction is this
okay.
direction, I think. So this is 12, yeah, that's 3. Yeah, to 3 o'clock. So I'll show it this direction. I'll show it this direction. From here. Rock extends wing, then scooping the moon from the sea bottom.
Okay.
Scooping the moon is, the moon's at the sea bottom is like this, right? So that's what you spin around like this. Okay, so that's a scooping in. And there's a story, I forget, I think there's an Indian story, I don't know if it's a Chinese story or not, but there's an Indian story about raven hiding the moon or something in a box at the bottom of the sea or something like that. So I don't know what the Chinese story is, something like that.
Do you please show the footwork again?
Yeah, well, yeah, let's do the footwork. Maybe we're gonna go over this again anyway. So once we're over here, okay. We go like this, bring your foot in, step in the same place, pointed straight to 3 o'clock. Then you're gonna spin around, spin and spin on your left heel. Is that right? Spin on the ball, I guess. But you touch with the right heel. So this is like this one. Remember, after, I don't know what direction it is. After this, and you go like this, and you go like this, back and you turn, and here, and then you step and you spin around. So it's something like that. It's still spinning to the right, to the left, right? But it does feel harder than that first one, I think. So it's again from here, turn to the right, take up all the slack, make sure the tip is higher than your hand, step to the straight direction, then shift and spin and till your heel is about to 3 o'clock. Your sword will be around 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30-ish, and you still tip up. Okay, so you're still holding like this. The first thing you do is open your left arm. Your arms are open. Then you shift to the right, you reach for whatever this is, the rope or whatever, and you step back and pull it back. So that part is like the hard part of embracing the moon. Plus it's got this spin in it. Then you shift forward and step back. Okay.
Can you do the whole move one more time? I'm a little bit uncertain where the sword went at the beginning. Thank you.
Right. So 1 is turn to the right, bring the sword. My body points to the corner. My other arm is almost, it's open anyway. You're straight. It's more than that. Maybe not in the corner exactly. And the tip is up now. I'm holding it in my fingers. Bring my foot in. Step out with my left heel. Then I'm going to shift to the left, and I'm going to open my left arm. I'm going to start to spin, try to spin. Shift, open, spin around to here. See? Now here my sword doesn't point 3, it points like at 4. But my arms haven't changed. Then I shift to the right so I can step back a little bit more, then come back and into this cat stance.
So Mike, as I'm spinning around, what's the relationship with my sword to my hand? Is it slightly?
You're like this to start with, like this, right?
It's straight.
Palm up. Then I'm going to open my arm, and I'm going to open my hand and hold it like this, tip up. So hold it like a brush. Can you see it?
Yep.
So from here, palm up, to open it and hold it in my fingers, like a brush.
Does it
And
stay
then
that way all the way around?
That's right. Then it stays that way all the way around to here.
Okay. Thank you.
That's the part that's like tiger covers his head. So if you're like this, you turn your hand over and open it and hold it like a brush. Then you open your left hand, then you close and hold it like incense. Nancy tells me to talk faster. Well, I pushed you guys too far, I think, today. Well, so what did we do? We only did one thing. We did rock extends right wing. All right, that's the new thing for this week, okay? And the footwork for this, and you can try this one if you want and look at a video. Yeah, this video will be up. You can look at it if you want to practice it, but we'll start over on it again next week. And if how everybody does, we'll see. And well, Alan won't be missing anything then. So we're just gonna go over again. Okay. All right, so thanks very much. And keep practicing. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.